Imagine a country where parents are having fewer than one child each, where the number of elderly is growing faster than the number of workers, and where the cost of raising a single child is now more than six times the average salary. Welcome to Thailand, a nation experiencing one of the fastest demographic collapses in human history. In just a few decades, Thailand has transitioned from a booming high-fertility society to a country facing a literal existential crisis. In 2026, the birth rate has hit a record low of roughly 1.0 to 1.1 children per woman, well below the 2.1 needed to keep a population stable. But this isn't just a dry set of statistics. It's a reflection of a massive cultural and economic no. Thailand is facing one of the most rapid and profound demographic transitions in modern history. While many developing countries still grapple with overpopulation, Thailand is entering a super-aged society at a pace few can match, second only in the region to Singapore. In the early 1970s, the average Thai woman had over 6 children. By 2023, the total fertility rate, or TFR, had plummeted to 1.16, and projections for 2024 and 2025 suggest it may fall even lower, approaching 1.0. Since 2021, deaths have outnumbered births, signaling a natural population decline that could accelerate in the coming decades. If trends continue, Thailand's population could shrink by half by 2083, with the working-age population dropping from 46 million to just 14 million. Meanwhile, the elderly population will surge from 8 million to 18 million, creating a dependency ratio that is unsustainable under current economic models. By 2033, over 28% of Thais will be older than 60, marking Thailand as a fully super-aged society. One major reason couples are delaying or avoiding parenthood is cost. Studies show that raising a single child from birth through college costs roughly 1.57 to 1.6 million baht, over 6 times the national GDP per capita. Half of this burden falls directly on families, especially those opting for private or international education. Education alone is the largest expense, with international school tuition in Bangkok exceeding 1 million baht per year. Add in infant care, formula, medical expenses, and extracurricular activities, and the financial load becomes staggering. The opportunity cost is equally significant. Mothers in Thailand earn about 22% less than childless women, largely because of reduced work hours and career interruptions. Traditionally, Thai children were expected to care for aging parents, a practice known as katanyu patavedi. Children were both a blessing and a form of social security. Today, many younger Thais question this obligation. Urban households often feature one working adult caring for multiple elderly relatives, creating the sandwich generation, squeezed between the needs of parents and potential children. For Gen Z and millennials, the idea that they must repay their parents is increasingly seen as optional, leading many to prioritize independence over family expansion. Some even turn to pet parenthood, substituting animals for children to satisfy emotional needs without financial or career penalties. The decision to have children is shaped by gendered economic pressures. Women face a motherhood penalty, with wages dropping as much as 19% in the year after childbirth, growing to 36% over a decade. Fathers, by contrast, often experience a wage premium or minimal penalty. This time-money squeeze is particularly severe for highly educated women who have the most to lose from interrupted careers. Even recent reforms like the 2025 extension of maternity leave cannot fully offset the structural disadvantages women face in the labor market. Thailand has introduced reforms. Maternity leave extended from 98 days to 120 days, 15 days paid leave for partners, child support grants of 600 baht per month for low-income families, historic changes. But short-term leave doesn't solve long-term affordability. high household debt, expensive education, economic uncertainty. These forces remain. Experts argue Thailand needs something deeper. Universal child care, free prenatal care, workplace equality, and a reimagining of elderly because right now, not having children is a rational choice. The bigger picture. Thailand successfully transitioned from a high-fertility, low-income country to a middle-income nation with one of the lowest birth rates in the world. But it did so without building the welfare systems that support small families. This is development without demographic stability, a country caught between ambition and aging. Thailand's story isn't just about babies, it's about incentives, about whether the next generation believes the system supports them. Because when millions of young adults quietly say, "We can't afford kids," they're not rejecting family, they're critiquing the system. And unless that system changes, Thailand's demographic whiplash will continue. Fewer births, more elderly, and a shrinking future. The choices of today's young adults won't just shape families, they'll determine the future of a nation.